Welcome back to our second game of the night. WA Eagles taking on the West Coast Cobras. Casey Dunn getting a start for the WA Eagles tonight. Starting for the West Coast Cobras is Tom Robles in goal, Luke Ross, Luke Christie, Lockie Ryan, and Jake Pizzuto. And for WA Eagles, we have Dunn, Tatonchi, Milham, plays it wide to Tatonchi. Pizzuto picks up. Here's Luke Ross. Ross plays wide to Christie. Christie back to Ross in the middle. Out to Pizzuto. Pizzuto plays Ross. Ross goes long, looking for Christie. Christie unable to bring the ball down as it goes out for a Cobras ball. Ross plays Pizzuto. Jaja coming out to close down. Pizzuto plays it back to Ross. Ross finds Christie. Christie back to Pizzuto. Pizzuto, Christie. Christie with a nice skill move to beat his man. Luke Ross with a flick over the top. Unable to find Christie. Here's Jaja. Jaja plays it back. Plays it back to Ziad. Ziad unable to find his man. Luke Ross with the shot. Dunn with a nice save. Very nice save from Dunn to stop that ball going in the back of the net. Pizzuto tries to play back to Christie, but Christie unable to receive that pass. Ball going out for a side ball to the WA Eagles. Ziad plays to Milham. Milham looking for it back, receives it back, plays it back to Ziad. Here's Milham. Milham with a very nice flick to Ziad. Ziad plays it across the box to Tatonchi. Tatonchi with a very nice skill move. Can he find the finish? Luke Ross. Tom Robles with a very, very good save to stop the first goal of the game. Lockie Ryan with a good turn. Can he find the finish? Lockie Ryan with a shot. Unable to turn it goalwards. Dunn plays it out to Ziad. Ziad walks the ball up the field. Here's Milham. Milhead plays it across to Tatonchi. Milham back to Tatonchi. Can he find the finish? Roberts plays Luke Ross. Luke Ross down the left flank. Has the hit. Gets past Dunn, but unable to keep it on target as it just goes out. Kanani checks on as Tatonchi checks off. Ziad. Luke Ross able to snuff it out, but Dunn able to pick it up nicely. Dunn goes long. Christie able to snuff it out as Milham looks to take it back. Christie loses out to Milham. Milham back to Jaja. Kanani. Christie. Comes off Christie. Out for an Eagles ball. Jaja. Finds Ed. Milham. Milham with a nice piece of skill. Keeps moving the ball back to Zed. Here's Milham. Ryan unable to do anything with it. Plays to Zed. Zed with a first time effort. Unfortunately goes off target. Ball goes long for James. James still with the ball. James unable to get his finish away. As the refs bring the ball back for a free kick to the West Coast Cobras in a very, very dangerous area. Looks to be Luke Ross over the ball here. Jaja checks off as DeToro checks in. 3 in the wall. 3 over the ball. Who will come out on top? Christie steps over. Pizzuto moves away. Ross plays Christie. Back to James. Luke Ross unable to get his finish. Eagles now have the counter-attack. Zayad tries to calm it down and look for DeToro on the right flank, but unable to complete that pass. Luke Christie for the Cobras. Luke Ross. Ross with a nice chip. Pizzuto plays in James. James. DeToro gives it away. He gets it back though. And Luke Ross unable to get through. As DeToro makes up for his error. And helps keep the Eagles at 0-0. DeToro. Looks for Zayed. Finds Zayed. Zayed on the turn. Good attempt, but just over the bar. Christie. Looks to go long. Unable to do anything with it. James's pass, unable to get back to Christie as the ball goes out for an Eagles play. Kanani to take in. Looking to play to Milham. Plays over to DeToro. DeToro. Over to Zayed. Here's DeToro. Zayed. Milham. Christie. Able to win the ball there. Ross plays it down the line. Kanas unable to find his pass. Kanani. Kanani looks to have been fouled first after he goes in. And it's an Eagles ball in the end. As Kanani was fouled first before the second foul came. Kanast has been given the yellow card for Cobras. Zayad. Over to Milham. Milham to DeToro. DeToro, nice pass into Kanani. James, well done at the back as he's been fouled. And it is a head injury for James. James looks to have injured his head. Alderweireld looks to have hurt his head as he comes down. But he is back up again. Such a warrior. Luke Ross. Plays Yusuf. And then Ross isn't able to find his pass. Marco Florenka checks in as Luke Ross exits the field. Milham plays across. Here's the tar on the ball now. As Kanani, is he able to get on the end of it? No. As Kinast is able to snuff it out and stop it. Milham plays across to Kanani. Back to Milham again. Milham. Here's Florenka. All the way. Florenka's down through the middle. But what a last-ditch challenge. But what a last challenge from Philippidis. DeToro. Alderweireld able to get the foot onto it as DeToro looks to play his pass. Kanani. Back to Ditoro. Ditoro plays Milham. Milham looks long, but unable to complete his pass there. Milham looks long for Philippus. Florenka, Yusuf looking for Ryan. Ryan able to tussle his way through, but unable to keep it in. Ryan, Florenka with a shot. Ditoro, Eagles on the attack now. Florenka tussling with Ditoro. Kanani. Back to Milham. Milham looking for Ditoro, unable to find him. Robles with the ball. Robles going long for Ryan. Good throw. Ryan, what is he able to do? He's been fouled by Milham. And that is the second foul for the WA Eagles. Which becomes their third now, as Ditoro and Filipides are in the wall. West Coast Cobras on 1 foul, Eagles on 3. Ryan over the ball. And what an attempt by Ryan as it just goes over that top corner. But a very, very good attempt by Lockie Ryan. Kanani checks out. As Totonchi checks back in. Filipides. Here's Milham. Totonchi unable to turn it goalwards. Goes out for a goal kick. Robles. Bizuda checks in as Kinas checks out. Milham with some good defending at the back there. Bizuda over to Yusuf. Yusuf plays in Florenka. Florenka with a nice piece of skill down the wide. Bizuda goes to chase but lets it go out. Bizuda plays in Ryan. Ryan, is he able to find the finish? And he does! West Coast Cobras lead the WA Eagles 1-0. Great find by Pizzuto to Lockie Ryan. Ryan with a very, very good finish as Dunn comes to close him out, but finds the corner and finds it well. Eight minutes left on the clock here. Can Cobras add a second, or can Eagles find their equalizer? Florenka over to Pizzuto. Pizzuto back to Florenka again. Florenka back to Yusuf. Yusuf looking to go the line to Ryan, but unable to reach him in the end. Ryan, back to Yusuf. Switches it to Florenka. What can Florenka do here against Filipides? Florenka makes the pass to Pizzuto. Checks back. Pizzuto with a nice piece of skill. Ryan, good control. Back to Ryan again. Comes out to Yusuf. Done with a good save in the end to keep it at 1-0. As Yusuf was left alone at the back, Dunn makes a very good save. Out to Ryan again. Ryan's unable to find the goal in the end. Filipides. Here's Ryan down the wide, trying to do something, but loses out to the Eagles. And here's Milham now. Totonchi, back to Milham. Filipides, handball! But in the end, it was a good save from Robles despite the handball. Christie. Out to Luke Ross. Ross plays Pizzuto. Pizzuto's pass, unable to find anyone. Zayad picks it up. Milham played it to Totonchi. Totonchi unable to get past Luke Christie there. Luke Ross. Jake Pizzuto. Pizzuto looks to the line to find Alderoy. Alderoy's shot unable to be turned goalward as Zayad makes a good block in the end. Alderoy. Here's Christie. Christie's tackled. Christie to Alderoy. Christie. Back to Pizzuto. Pizzuto. Back to Christie. Christie. With a nice pass to Alderoy. Alderoy. Ball goes out. Here's Milham. Milham plays Zayad. Zayad finds Totonchi, who's free. Luke Ross standing him up. Totonchi loses out to Luke Ross. Luke Ross and the Cobras in a 2-on-1. Ross has been brought down by Zayad. And it looks to be a clear foul here as Eagles pick up their 5th foul of the game. The next foul will result in a 10-meter penalty for the Cobras. You're on. 3 stand over the wall. 2 in the wall. Christie to Ross. Ross has the hit. Cleared off the line by Georgia. And good block it is. Ross. Alderoy. Alderoy can turn. Done with a good finish. Pizzuto. And the ball flicks off Pizzuto's hand, resulting in a foul. Cobras on 2. Eagles on the 5. Great ball over to Georgia, who's unable to control it. Alderoy. Here's Christie. Christie still moving through. Ref brings it back, no advantage. Cobras on 3. Milham. Alderoy slides in and makes no contact with the ball and creates their 4th foul of the game for the Cobras. Gone from 1 to 4 in very quick succession. Looks like they might need to stand up a bit more. Milham hits. Unable to find that top corner as Robles looks to keep his clean sheet tonight. Goes long looking for Alderoy. Here's Dunn. Dunn. Here's Georgia. Totonchi. Pizzuto. Good move. Christie. Georgia. Zayad. Looks to be 1-on-1 with Ross, but looks to be calming it down here. Zayad. Milham looked to have been keeping it in very, very well. But in the end, the refs say it has gone out. Kidas checks in as Pizzuto checks out. Christie, here's Ross. Alderoy. Ross looks to have been pulled by Milham, but the refs say no. Ross's reaction tells a story. Georgia. Across to Zayad. Here's Milham. Tries to find the ball to Zayad, but unable to. Here's Alderoy. Alderoy having his hit. Milham with the block. Zayad. Alderoy using his muscle to put him off. Here's Christie. Christie unable to get his finish in that 1-on-1 situation. Dunn covering his angles very well. Ball to Zayad. Jaja. 2 minutes and 30 left on the clock. Here's Kanani. Kanani finds Jaja. Totonchi. Kanani. Ryan. Plays it back to Ross. Ross over to Christie. Christie moving down the line very well. Christie unable to keep it in though, as the Eagles look to be playing it very quickly. Totonchi moving down the line nicely. Kinast plays in Ross. Can Ross find this finish? Unable to, as Dunn picks up. DiToro checks in for Totonchi as Totonchi checks out. Kanani. DiToro. Over to Zayad. Skips DiToro to Kanani. Kanani back to DiToro. DiToro finds Kanani. Back to Zayad. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Can the Eagles produce something here? DiToro trying to find the nutmeg, but unable to as Christie picks it up for the Cobras. Christie goes alone! Looks for Luke Ross in the back post, but Ross is unable to turn it in as he looks to have missed it by a fraction. Goes out for a Cobras corner. Kinas. Here's Ryan. Here's Christie. Christie shoots, and it is wide by Luke Christie. Dunn picks up for the Eagles. Dunn. Plays in Kanani. Kanani back to DiToro. DiToro. Sizing up Christie. Misses the pass. Here's Ryan. Ryan and Christie. Can they finish? They cannot, as Ryan is unable to get his flick on target. It is a great move from the Cobras. With 55 seconds left. Kinast. Can he finish? Able to keep it still. As it goes out for a Cobras ball. Cobras. Back to Ryan. Ryan looks to have the attempt, but is blocked by Kanani in a good block. 40 seconds left on the clock here. As Ryan looks to play the ball in. Plays it back to Yusuf. Over to Florenka. Florenka taking on DiToro. DiToro standing up nicely. Florenka plays a pass to Yusuf. Yusuf looks to play through the middle to Ryan, but Ryan unable to find anything. The crowd are talking to the referee here, and the referee is not liking it at all. We'll remind you, the refs do have the power to throw our spectators out if they are deemed to be unkind towards our officials tonight. Zayad, 30 seconds left on the clock here. Loses out to Yusuf. Can Yusuf find the finish? He cannot, as Dunn watches it go past. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Can the Eagles find something? Kinas finds Georgia! Robles with a good save. Georgia unable to turn it in. Yusuf hits off Zayad. Yusuf goes long for Kinas. Here's Dunn. 6 seconds left. Zayad shoots! Just off target with 0.06 left on this clock. Robles goes long, and that is half time. We will be back after the break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We are back. Alright, to kick us off here for the West Coast Cobras. Yusuf plays it across to Pizzuto. Pizzuto over to Florenka. Florenka back to Pizzuto. Back to Florenka. Pizzuto picks it up again. Unable to keep the ball in though, as the Eagles pick up. Milham finds DeToro. DeToro. Philippidis to Milham. Milham with a good turn to Philippidis, but Philippidis unable to keep it in as Cobras pick up the ball. Yusuf plays it long to Alderoy as Kanani makes a very good header to stop it. Florenka challenged by Kanani. Kanani able to challenge Florenka very well at the end there. Florenka with a good pass to Pizzuto. Pizzuto unable to get on the end of it though, as the Eagles are happy to see that one go past. DeToro plays it over to Milham. Back to DeToro. DeToro back to Milham. Milham down the middle to Philippidis. Loses out to Yusuf. Yusuf trying to do it all. Hits off DeToro's shoulder. Kanani moving through them, but Alderoy with a good challenge. Can he find the finish? Done with a good save to stop Alderoy, making it 2. Florenka fouls, putting his body in the way and committing the foul on DeToro. Cobras picking up the first foul of the half. DeToro over to Kanani. Here's Milham. Milham plays Kanani down the wide. Robles looks to go long to Alderoy. Alderoy with a great touch to bring it down. Battles DeToro on the side here. Plays Pizzuto. Looks to go back to Alderoy. Alderoy with the touch. Wins the challenge. Unable to get the shot on target there. But Alderoy pressing hard and pressing well. Ball out to Philippidis. Here's Milham. Milham looks long. Robles happy to watch that one just go past his goal. Robles to Florenka. Florenka looking to go line, but Kanani is able to stop it very well. Alderoy looks to be no push in the back there, but Alderoy grabs Milham's foot, and Alderoy picks up a yellow card here for that grab on Milham's shoe. Alderoy picks up his second yellow card and is sent off. Alderoy picked up his first yellow card in the first half and picking up his second in the second half for a grab on Milham's shoe. Milham, Kanani out to DeToro. DeToro back to Kanani. Kanani back to DeToro again. Back to Kanani. Out to Milham. Milham with a bit of space. Milham plays in Zayed. Zayed has the attempt, and Casey Dunn is able to watch it come back. Dunn. Back to Milham. Milham to Kanani. Kanani to Zayed. Zayed to Milham. Zayed picks it up again. Kanani steps in. Here's Milham. Can Milham have the shot? Milham! Unable to find his teammate at the back. But good move from the Eagles. Cobras to start. Roberts to go long. Finding Christie. Christie with a good pass. Pizzuto! Pizzuto's attempt has gone just wide of Casey Dunn's right-hand post. Here's Di Toro. Back to Milham. Milham. Pizzuto wins it. Pizzuto, can he keep going? He can. Pizzuto. Done off his line very well in the end there to stop Pizzuto's counter-attack.
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. 20, 30 seconds now. Slow it down.
Christie, unable to get a shot.
Keep winning side balls. Jake, you shouldn't have made that.
Christie. Finding Pizzuto. Christie able to avoid the 4 seconds. Pizzuto with a bad shot as it rolls off of his foot. Zayed. Milham. Di Toro. Di Toro. Can he keep going? Di Toro. Ball goes just over the frame with the goal here. But WA Eagles look to be getting back into it and finding form. Zayed. Over to Di Toro. Di Toro. Luke Ross wins the ball very well at the back here. Only Dunn to beat. And he does! Luke Ross with an excellent finish here. As he won the ball very well. And what a finish by Luke Ross to put the Cobras 2-0 up here. Milham against Ryan. Milham. Tatonchi down the wide, leaves Zayed free to Tatonchi. Eagles are back in it. Zayed with a great pass back to Tatonchi as Tatonchi's finish finds the back of the net. Great run down the side by Tatonchi. Zayed back to Tatonchi at the back post. He was left unmarked as his run left the Cobras in shock. Pizzuto. Back to Ryan, but Ryan unable to take control of the ball. Jaja. Plays it back to Tatonchi. Tatonchi back to Jaja. Back to Tatonchi again. Jaja. Milham. Over to Tatonchi. Here's Milham with a good touch forward, but unable to keep it. Christie. Plays in Pizzuto. Back to Christie again. Milham trying to press Christie away from it. Here's Ryan. Ryan looks to be going. Kept going and it went out. Rolling foul has been called against the Eagles. We don't know because I'm sure you're on 2. Oh, they're on 2, I think. Ryan, good touch to bring it down. Ryan, Zayed wins the ball nicely there. Unable to keep it in though. Pizzuto checks out as Kinas checks back on. Here's Milham. Milham with a good touch, but Ross able to stop it. Greg, how many fouls are each team? I think they're both on 2. Yeah. Milham's pass unable to find anyone as Ross looks to be brought down. They get the advantage though, the Cobras. Dunn happy to watch it out. Eagles pick up another rolling foul. Eagles on 2 fouls and the Cobras are on 1. Jaja. Here's Milham. Milham's pass, unable to find a teammate. Zayed. Out to Milham up front, who tries to take on Luke Ross, but Ross is able to win it and put it out for an Eagles side ball. Robles picks up the ball. Goes long for Christie. Can Christie find the finish? No, he is unable to as it hits the side netting. Good run by Christie. Good touch. And he takes it around Dunn. He did the hard parts, but unable to find the finish. Robles goes long for Ryan. Finds his feet. Florenka. Back to Ryan. Ryan to Kinas. Back to Ross. Ross out to Florenka. Florenka back to Ross. Ross looking to go long, but Totochi's happy to watch that go out. Eagles on 3 fouls. Cobras on 1. 2-1 the scoreline with just under 10 minutes to go. Can we find a winner or can we find an equalizer? Zayed with a good challenge to win the ball back for his team. Jaja. Back to Totonchi. Totonchi out to Milham. Milham switches the ball to Zayed. Here's Totonchi. Back to Zayed. Here's Jaja. Jaja back to Milham. Milham in the middle. Trying to fight Totonchi as it moves away. Hits Ryan's arm. Refs say play on. Dunn watches the ball go out. Ball plays out. Dunn plays out to Kanani. Kanani to Milham. Milham turns. Challenged by Kinas. Kinas unable to get the challenge. Here's Jaja. Jaja. Out to Kanani. Kanani plays Jaja. Refs bring it back as the Cobras step in the 5-meter zone. Jaja with the attempt, but it goes out off the Cobras for a corner kick. Jaja. Here's Milham. Milham with a nice piece of skill there. Milham still moving. Zayed off balance and shot off target. Shin pad left on the field. Florenka chips the ball into Yusuf. Yusuf unable to control. Kanani can turn here, have an attack. Ross with a good challenge at the end. Well, very good challenge by Kanani against Florenka at the end there. Kinas back to Ross. Ross, good ball into Yusuf, but Totoro able to see it. Florenka. Back to Ross. Ross with a nice piece of skill. Unable to find anything with it. Florenka with a very nice chip. 2-on-2. Florenka loses out to a good challenge by Kanani. Florenka. To Kinas. Here's Ross. Ross finding Yusuf. Yusuf able to get his head on it, but unable to keep it in. Here's Dunn. Dunn to Kanani. Here's Di Toro. Back to Kanani. Di Toro. DeToro with a great piece of skill. Luke Ross is gone. DeToro is still going. And great save and great covering by Tom Robles to stop the equalizer with a great throw. But Dunn able to come out and collect the ball. Filipides. Milham. Finding Kanani. Robles is there to make the save. Florenka trying to take it past Kanani. Finds Kinas. Takes 2 Eagles players out the game. Yusuf trying to find the pass. Milham 3-on-3. Milham still. Ross with the block at the end.
Step away, step away. Yep, way good.
DeToro to Milham. Florenko wins it. DeToro again. Looking for Milham. Milham, can he have his shot? Nice piece of skill. Filipides back to Milham. Ross with the challenge again. DeToro finds Kanani. Back to DeToro. Here's Kanani. DeToro finds his player down the line in Filipides. Filipides has his turn and shot, but Tom Robles is there to stop it. Florenka finds Kinas. Kinas first, Milham. Kinas happy to watch the ball go out. The timeout has been called to the West Coast Cobras. We will be back in just a minute. Looks to find Christie down the wide, but DeToro is able to get onto it. Eagles on 3 fouls and Cobras on 1. Ross has the shot across, but Ryan unable to get any contact on it and steer it goalwards. Milham plays DeToro. DeToro turns. Kanani. Milham. Back to DeToro. Here's Milham again. Out to Kanani. Kanani sizing up Luke Ross. Kanani pressured by 2 here. Milham has the attempt, but Robles able to stop it. DeToro. Here's Milham. DeToro again. Back to Dunn. Here's DeToro. DeToro down to Filipides. Here's Kanani. Milham. Back to DeToro. DeToro unable to get past Ryan. Kanani. Look to go long. And it goes out for an Eagles ball. Milham. Back to Kanani. Here's Milham again. Milham's been a tricky player today. Filipides. Can he turn? Christie on his back. Filipinas, Christie. Christie with a good block as Ryan looks to move up. Here's Luke Ross, 2-on-1. Finds Ryan, can he finish? He can! And Lockie Ryan looks to seal it for the West Coast Cobras as they move 3-1 up here in Subiaco tonight. Ross played a great ball to Ryan. Ryan with a good touch back and a great finish from Ryan to end it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock here as the Eagles look to play fifth man. Donchi. Back to Kanani. Here's Milham. Back to Kanani. Milham. Zayed. Back to Milham. Milham switches the ball to Kanani. Back to Milham. Milham finds Ditoro on the wide. Back to Milham again. Kanani. Tonchi. Finds Ditoro on the wide. Ditoro, what can he do? Plays it back to Milham. Milham. Finds Ditoro. Ditoro finds Zayed. Ditoro! Unable to get the finish there. As Tonchi checks back out and Casey Dunn returns to the field of play. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock here as the Cobras lead 3-1 against the WA Eagles. Ditoro. Kanani. Ditoro. Tonchi. Back to Ditoro, but the ball had already exited the field of play. Robles to Ross. Ross looks to have chipped Casey Dunn, but unable to keep it on target.
Don't let him start the fifth man. Don't let him start it. Go side, but don't. Jamal, crop up a little bit. Crop up a bit. They're going to go long if you don't crop up. Win that length.
Zayed able to pick it up very nicely there. Tonchi. Plays it back to Kanani. Just over a minute here to play. Milham. Kanani. Zayed. Back to Kanani again. Tonchi. Switches to Milham. Here's Zayed. Zayed's shot is blocked, but it falls to Milham. Milham trying to get past Pizzuto. Yusuf pressing, but Milham keeping it. Here's Milham again. Milham unable to do anything with it.
Jamal, get high. Jamal, get high, man.
Ross goes long for Florenka.
Jamal, target.
Jaja keeps the ball well.
Marco, on the flank, man. On the flank.
Pizzuto plays Ross. Ross trying to find Florenka, but Zayed blocks, and it does end up going out. Florenka to Ross.
Take the ball.
Ross loses out. Zayed. Here's Milham. Can Milham finish? Kanani. Here's Jaja. To Tonchi. Out to Kanani. Kanani out to Milham. Kanani finding it well. Jaja. Finding Milham. Can he finish? Milham unable to find the finish. As the Eagles look for their equalizer with 4 seconds left. Jaja. Kanani. And the West Coast Cobras take it in the last game of the night against the WA Eagles, with the score ending 3-1 in favor of the Cobras. Lockie Ryan, Luke Ross. But what a display from the Cobras tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again soon.